Congratulations to me for not being dead. Anyways, I've been in university for computer science for about a semester and a half, participated in 4 game jams, and basically made by 2 by myself, not that one, which means I'm too powerful now. Time to make Flappy Bird in an hour. Sort of. Okay, so here's the rules. Make Flappy Bird to the best of my ability. No AI, get the pipes and controls and shit working. If I go a little bit over an hour, that's okay because this is my challenge and I make the rules. I pre-made the sprites because if I didn't, I will spend 45 out of 60 minutes on them. Of course, we're making it in Godot because fuck Unity, all my homies hate Unity. I'll put in each step of the process, but know that since I am ADHD and stupid, it will not be quite in the order I did it in. Step 1. Make the nodes. I've got an idea of the structure, the world, the player, the pipe spawner, the boundaries, the clouds. Now, I could make the player move forward and make the pipes stay still, as you might think if you've never coded before, but if you've ever seen like one how to game dev video before, you'll know that you can make the player still and the pipes move instead. I mean, if you didn't and you were really cracked at Flappy Bird, you could eventually start reaching numbers like this. Anyways, slap in a camera too, of course. Step 2. Move them shit. Make the player jump. That's already built in, so I just deleted the code that Godot gives you that moves you left and right. Remember, we only need the jump. The pipes are the ones moving on the x-axis. Pretty simple if you're not me and can tell the difference between your left and rights. Step 3. Collision and things. We need a few different types of colliders. One for the player to detect the pipes, one for the pipes, and one to detect when the player has passed a pipe. Technically I could do with 3, but doing 4 was slightly faster since detecting other areas and detecting a player collision are 2 different things. Step 4. Spawners. So, I need to make a pipe spawner, I move it off the screen to the right, and I add a timer to it. Every time it goes off, it spawns a pipe at a random height, within reason, obviously, it's not going to spawn it off screen. The pipe will move left, and once it goes off screen, it deletes itself. Later, I'll add clouds with a similar process, although the clouds will move at a different speed. Step 5. UI and scores. Whenever the player passes the middle of a pipe, it'll send a signal out to the pipe spawner letting it know that it has happened. Then the pipe spawner will send a signal to the score label I added, which will update every time that happens. This will also happen to the game over screen. Speaking of which, here's a game over screen. It'll pause the game when you die. Speaking of which, the player will send out a signal if it hits the pipe or the top or bottom of the map, saying it's died. When the game over screen receives that, it'll become visible and pause, and the button of course lets you play again. Step 6. I'm done. The timer went off when I was creating some jumps in the start of the game, so I just finished that because I can do whatever the hell I want. It's shit and it doesn't even match the original Flappy Bird. Anyways, there's the 1 hour shitty Flappy Bird. It's on itch.io if you really want to play it, but why?